Welcome to Hold the Phone. Your hosts will be with you shortly. Please hold.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Hold the Phone. I'm one of your hosts, Shania.
And I'm Anshika.
Yeah, and today we have our first ever special guest, Niha, who is a very close friend of both of ours.
Hey, mamas.
Yes. So we have Niha here today, and we love her a lot, and we're very excited to have her on the show. She's actually like the first person that came into our minds when we wanted to have who we wanted to have on the show. So we're very excited to have her. And today's topic is all about astrology. And Niha is, would you say you're an expert on astrology, or like kind of an expert?
Absolutely not. I'm not an expert whatsoever. I literally got into it like maybe a month or 2 months ago. And my main source of information, surprisingly, is Twitter, which sounds bad. But I don't believe everything on the internet, right? But like I see stuff on Twitter and then I'll go research it on my own. And then that's how I understand more stuff about it. So like that's my thing.
You use those apps too, right?
Yeah. But like now, once I understand the basics and stuff, now it's like I go to Twitter to find out more because I follow a bunch of like actual astrology students and professional astrologers on Twitter. So then like the things they put out, I can like apply that to myself, I guess.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense because I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I'm not an expert whatsoever. No one listened to me. I'm just saying what like my experience is.
Okay. Well, actually, we have no choice because you're the only person who knows the most about astrology out of all of us. Like, well, I think we should talk about like Anshika and I, like the most that we know about astrology. Like, what's the most that we know? Like, all I know is like my sun, my rising, and my moon, and that's it. And I think that my moon rules my emotions, but that's all I know.
Yeah. Your moon, your sun and your rising are actually very similar. It's just like your sun is your ego and your personality, and your rising is like how you present yourself. But both of them are linked to like who you are, right? And I just found out something that was interesting. Let me pull it up real quick. I saw that some people think like in your previous life, your sun sign was your current moon sign. And in your next life, your rising sign will be your like next life sun sign, if that makes sense.
Okay, that does make sense.
Yeah. So like for me, I'm a Capricorn sun and rising and a Leo moon, right? So in my past life, I was a Leo sun, and in my next life, I'll be a Capricorn sun, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh,
That's cool.
Anshika, do you want to talk about like what do you know about astrology?
Oh, I know basically the same thing as you. I know my moon and my rising and my sun. And do horoscopes count as astrology? Wait, they do.
I don't know the difference, honestly. I think horoscopes is like what you see on the paper that's like all Virgos will pick up a $10 bill on the sidewalk today, you know? I think that's horoscope.
Oh, okay. So I know my horoscope. I mean, no, wait, no, I don't. I don't know. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I don't really believe in horoscopes. Like, I think in middle school, I used to be like, oh, horoscopes, like, that's kind of cool. And I used to read one. Like, I used to, like, go on this website and read my horoscope every day, but I didn't believe it at all. So I don't know why I read it. And it also never came true, like, ever.
Yeah, on Snapchat, they would have, like, those cosmopolitan things, like, read your horoscope for today. So I would do that sometimes, but they always said something vague.
Yeah.
That could come true, like, I don't know. But it's like cosmopolitan, so.
Yeah, me too. I never picked up on any of that. But like there's like some truth to what they're saying. It's just like most likely it's interpreted wrong, you know? And I feel like a lot of people think astrology is supposed to explain away everything that happens in your life. But really, it's just like energy that supports everything that happened in your life, you know? If that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Okay, so how did you get into astrology? Oh wait, you already said that. Okay.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Everyone around me started talking about like the big three. And at that point, all I knew was that like I'm a Capricorn, but I didn't know there was so much depth to it. And it was so much more than just your sun sign. And then that's when I was like, oh my God, this like could actually be true. And I do think it's true. Like, I think to an extent, it's true. Maybe not all of the specifics. Like down, I don't think like all of the specifics are true, but I think for the most part, there is a huge effect of like the planetary energies or whatever, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And since are we still in a Mercury retrograde?
Yes, until Tuesday, which sucks.
Do you want to explain to everybody what it is? Because I know like right now, like everybody's talking about like on TikTok, I've seen like a million TikToks about
Really,
Mercury retrograde.
I know you sent something about it, but I still don't understand it.
Yeah, I kind of understand it now because you explained it really well for me. But do you want to explain to everybody like what it is?
Yeah, so the retrograde, it's basically where like each planet travels around the sun at different paces, but the retrograde, it's like when Mercury passes the sun faster than us, like in front of Earth. And so when it passes, it starts spinning backwards. And that's what the whole retrograde is. But it's not actually spinning backwards. It's just an optical illusion. But astrologers think it's like a significant event. And it really depends on what house that your Mercury is in your own birth chart. And it'll impact like everybody differently. Like for me, I can see a pattern in my mental health. Every single Mercury retrograde for the past year and a half, I've had a dip in my mental health. And other people, they like lose their money. Other people have like strained relationships with their boyfriend or girlfriend, stuff like that. It really depends. Excuse me. It really depends on where Mercury is in your birth chart.
Wait, so how often does it happen?
3 times a year for like 3 weeks.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because Mercury is really fast. So
and it's never the same time every year, right?
I mean, I've only seen the dates for the last 2 years. I think last year was like end of winter, end of summer, and end of fall. And then this year was like beginning of spring, beginning of summer, and beginning of fall. So like it's around the same time, but there's no exact date, you know?
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. So that actually helped a lot. Like it gave me like more insight into what it is, which is interesting.
Wait, you say something.
I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, so you were talking about the houses, right? Can you explain what a house is?
Yeah, so your ascendant, your rising sign is actually the sign that, I don't know how to explain this really. It's like the sign that it like when you were born, that's when the sun was rising. That's why it's called a rising. So like if you were born around dawn, your rising sign is most likely the same as your sun sign. And if you're born around like dusk, it's most likely exactly opposite of your sun sign. And so your rising sign always starts off your first house. And your first house is like ego, personality, your self-identity, stuff like that. And each house after that, there's 12 houses. And each house after that rules a different aspect of your life. Like, for example, I know the 7th house rules career. And I think I'm sorry, that's wrong. The 7th house rules partnerships and relationships and love and stuff, because it's exactly opposite from your first house. And so whatever energy that is, that's your complementary energy, like quote unquote complementary energy. So it'll like, that's like what you attract, I guess. And so each house represents something different. I haven't like memorized all of them, but that's all I know. And so depending on where the planets are when you're born, that's what house they're assigned to. And that's like the aspect of your life that those planetary energies will have the most effect on. That was a mouthful.
Okay.
But it did kind of make sense to me. Like the complementary energy, I didn't know about that.
So your rising sign, it starts off your first house. You said that?
Yeah.
So then won't like the other sign, because there's rising sun and moon, right? So what about all the other houses?
What do you mean?
So is there a house for like the sun sign and the moon sign?
Well, each planet goes into a specific house. So planets will go into a house. So you're a Scorpio sun and I think Gemini rising. Is that you?
I'm Leo rising and then Scorpio moon and sun.
Oh, okay, my bad. Shania is a Gemini rising, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and a Leo moon.
Yes.
Yeah. So for you, your like houses, your first house would be in Leo. And so any planets that you have in Leo, like let's say you have Venus in Leo, right? I doubt you do, but if you had Venus in Leo, Venus would most likely affect your ego and like identity and stuff. Like that's the planet that would affect that area of your life the most.
How does a planet connect to the rising sign?
Because rising is what starts the houses on your chart. I feel like I'm explaining this badly.
No, I'm understanding it more and more when you like.
Okay. So like for example, if you look at my chart, I'm a Capricorn rising, right? But I'm also a Capricorn sun. So my first house is in Capricorn. And since my sun is in Capricorn, my sun is in my first house. But my second house is the one right after that, Aquarius. And I think my Pluto, my Neptune, and my Venus are all in Aquarius. So 3 of those planets will affect whatever my second house rules.
Oh, okay. Is Pluto counted in this?
I'm sorry, what?
Is Pluto counted in this?
Yeah, everything in our solar system is counted, except for Earth, because we are Earth, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I always wondered why Earth wasn't a part of it, but that makes sense.
Oh, because obviously everything revolves around us, you know.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't it? Okay. The next part that I thought that would be kind of cool would be like if you could describe both of our charts a little bit. Like you don't have to go in depth, but if you know like a little, like if you could describe based on our signs, like our rising and moons and stuff, if you like what personality traits we have and like how they line up with those kind of.
I don't have Shania's chart. I only have Anshika's chart, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, I have all of your planets and your houses and stuff. So, let's see. Your sun is in your 3rd house, right? Because your sun is in Scorpio. So let me see what that means. But you guys talk for a second and then I'll come back with what that means.
Okay. What
you
now?
know,
Maybe we should talk about some misconceptions about astrology.
What are some misconceptions?
Well, some people say that astrology is like
Fake?
Yeah, not fake. I meant like astrology is all about like predictions. And people think that like it's all about just like predicting your future. What do you think about that? Do you think it's true?
Well, I have no idea because we're learning about
Yeah.
it.
I don't know either. I mean,
Niha was talking about energy, right?
yeah.
So, I think that it could have like some predictions for like not anything specific, like where like psychologically you might end up.
Yeah.
But I think that I relate more to it when it's talking about my personality.
Yeah, same. I feel like when it's trying to predict like my future, like predict in quotes, I feel like that doesn't like have any effect on me at all.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's going to happen in the future. But also like I would prefer, I guess for me, I would prefer like I don't like care about what astrology has to say about my future, you know? So it doesn't really like
Me neither. I always take it with like a grain of salt. I'm just like, okay, cool.
But if it's like my personality and like I know who I am, if they're like, oh, like you're very indecisive, I'm like, yeah, I am indecisive. That makes sense.
Yeah. But I was gonna say we both used to follow those astrology accounts, or I don't know if you still follow them, like on Instagram.
Don't anymore.
Me neither, but I used to stalk them so much. It'd be like Scorpio
Yeah.
on this day or something, or not on this day. It'd be like in a situation and have like all the thumbs for all the horoscopes.
I used to find them on Pinterest. Like I had a Pinterest board called Libra that was just about me. But it also had like stuff about other signs and like their personality. And it was like a Libra's aesthetic. And it had like all of these like things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I do love butterflies, but like
Oh my god, I remember one time we were reading them together and then it said Scorpio. Dude, Scorpios are like they have like weird reputations. Like
yeah, they have a very like they're very like stereotyped.
yeah.
I feel like Scorpios are very passionate, and you are so passionate about everything you do.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like,
I've known Anshika since the 4th grade, and in the beginning of our friendship, most of our dynamic was just us fighting over the smallest things, and every single fight, she would come to me with like files and files and files of evidence, and it would be like such a passionate fight, and that's just like how you like act in all the things that you like, all the things that you do. Honestly, you're very passionate, and that's a Scorpio trait.
no, yeah, I'm like really emotional about like everything.
It makes sense too, because your moon and your sun are in Scorpio, right? So it plays on like your identity and your emotions too.
Oh, so your sun and your moon has stuff to do with your emotions?
Your moon does. Like I'm a Leo moon, so like I thought I would be like an egotistical like emoter, if that makes sense. Like I would show my emotions in a very self-absorbed way, or not self-absorbed. I'm not really like up to date on what Leos are, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And Shania is a Leo moon too, and we all know she's a huge narcissist.
Yeah, I am. Totally. Always. Okay. So did you get your information about Anshika's thing?
Yeah, so her sun is in her 3rd house, and your 3rd house rules like early education, neighbors, communication, siblings, and stuff. So your sun's energy is most likely to manifest in that area of your life, right? Or like it's most strongly manifested in that area of your life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
And
right
your moon
now, oh, sorry.
your moon is in Scorpio as well, but like the angle that it was at makes it in your 4th house. So the moon's energy for you most likely shows up in like your home life, your family life, your property, and relationship with your parents.
Oh, my property. Okay.
I mean, I'm just reading off of like Google images right now.
Oh, okay. So right now, I'm kind of still, I don't know any other life than this. I'm still in my life.
Well, I think a common thing is like both your sun and moon are in Scorpio, right?
Yeah.
And they're so like your siblings and your parents are in your third and fourth houses. So like are you like very passionate in your relationship with your family? Because I think you are.
Like when we're fighting
or just hanging out or anything.
Yeah.
I've heard your family stories. I would say that you're very passionate about your family relationship.
I get really like emotional and stuff.
Yeah. So I mean it's just like how you see the energy manifest in your life.
Like I'm angry I'm angry right now. Like I get angry so quickly.
Yeah, and I get like that too, honestly. With my mom, I get like that too. I need to see like what my fourth house is, or like what's in my fourth house, because I know it's not empty. I think my Venus is in my fourth house, which means like Venus is most likely. So like when my relationship with my parents, even though it's rocky, like it's mostly out of love, you know? When you love someone so much and then you just fight for so long. That's me and my mom.
Yeah, I agree.
And what you're saying.
What?
I just said I understand what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Like I feel like Anshika, in terms of like her family and like home life, I feel like not even like in fighting, but like in like whatever they do, you feel very strongly about it. Like, you know, like if your sister is doing something, like you feel strongly about it, then like you share it, which is not a bad thing. It's a very good thing. I like hearing about it. But I mean, like you feel very strongly about those things, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I do like to share stories about my family a lot.
Yeah. I guess
and I feel like that's the thing, like the energy that you see in your life, it's not good or bad, it's just pure and it's untainted, and it's just like it's you that makes it good or bad, you know? Like the Mercury retrograde, even, that's just pure energy. But it ended up like being a bad time in my life. But for some people, they prosper, you know? It really depends on your own situation.
Yeah, but that's like with anything, really, in terms of like reading signs and all of that, right? Like
yeah, in general.
You can be taken either way.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's cool.
I like that. I feel like I learned a lot.
Yeah. Wait, is there anything for Libras online?
Okay, well, Libra sun. Let me take another like hiatus. 1 second. Let me see if I can quickly find Shania's.
Okay.
Okay. So basically,
Oh wait, maybe this could be a good time for us to share our best and favorite things of the week.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So yesterday I went to my friend's house and we watched a very good movie and I had Chick-fil-A.
Okay, I like that. Let's think. Oh, today I went shopping, which was fun for me. Because I like to shop. And yeah, I guess that's my favorite thing that happened. Oh,
like shopping in person or shopping online?
Oh, I went shopping in person.
Oh, where'd you go?
I went to Target. I went to Old Navy. Where else did I go? I forgot. Oh, Target, Old Navy. I did some grocery shopping with my mom.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun because I got to get out of the house, so that was cool.
Can I say mine?
Yeah, say yours, of course.
It's like favorite thing of the week. Is that what this is?
Or best thing of the day, like doesn't matter.
Okay, well, this week, let's see. I had some good food. Actually, no, I forgot what food I had anyway. I finished my Pegasus like just now. I'm really excited about that.
Looks
what?
Nice. Huh?
I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, I was complimenting your Pegasus.
Oh, I didn't hear. But it's very cute. You should follow me on, actually, I'm not going to post it anywhere, but you should. I wish you could see it. If you're listening to this and you haven't seen it, I wish you could see it. I made it. I made a stuffed Pegasus. I crocheted it actually, and it took a week, and it gave me neck pains and blisters on my fingers, but it was very worth it because it's so cute, and it's for one of my friends' upcoming birthdays. So.
Yeah. It was very worth it. I feel, even though I didn't suffer through it, I feel like the end product was just amazing.
It was amazing, yeah.
Yeah, even though I suffered through it, I did suffer through it, and I think it was worth it too.
Hard work pays off.
Yes.
Exactly.
If only I could put that hard work towards like things that I need to do for myself.
It's okay.
I am getting there. Well, I pulled up Shania's stuff if we want to go through that.
Yeah.
So Shania's sun is in her 5th house and her moon is in her 3rd house. So her sun's energy is most likely to be like expressed around children, creativity, romance, self-expression, play, stuff like that. And your moon.
Accurate.
Wait, sorry. What was the last? Did you say play or clay?
Play.
Oh, I thought you said clay.
Yeah, Shania is going to be a future potter. Potter, is that the word?
A potterist?
A potter? I don't know.
I don't think it's potterist.
I'm going to go with potterist. Sounds
okay.
cool.
Well, Shania's career path is definitely a potterist. And then her moon is most likely to be shown in like, her moon's energy is most likely to be shown in like the 3rd house of communication, neighbors, siblings, and early education. But I'm gonna see what your actual like thing that they gave me is. So I'll just read it out. So your sun is in your 5th house, and it says you want to be noticed for your unique and special qualities and your creativity. You're happiest when you're expressing yourself in a special way, and attention comes your way as a result. You have a flair for drama and/or sports. Oh my God.
Everything is literally correct.
Yeah.
The drama?
Ever except for the sports part.
Yeah, except for the sports part. I don't know where that came from.
Everything before was so accurate.
You did soccer in kindergarten, right? That counts.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I did not. I did not.
Oh, never mind then. You're proud of your fun-loving attitude towards life. As you demonstrate your ability to shine, avoid grabbing center stage all of the time. Your happy Your happy disposition is enough to get noticed, but do find creative ways to express yourself, as this is the path to true happiness for you. So that is the most accurate reading I've ever heard about Shania.
Thank you.
Especially the part about being center stage and flair for dramatic. If you didn't know, Shania is a theater kid.
I'm not a theater kid.
No,
she's
you
an
are.
I'm an
theater
kid, but I wasn't ever really like in theater. Like,
but
a theater
full-time
kid at heart.
Yeah, you were a theater kid at heart. Anyone who wants to live in New York City that has done theater at least once in their life is a theater kid at heart.
Anshika has done theater and she wants to live in New York. And I don't think she's a theater kid.
In an after school program in like second.
Mine was also after school.
In high school.
Okay, in high school it was one class and I was baby Shrek.
Okay. And then okay. I saw her Shrek performance, by the way. It was really good.
Thank you.
Play.
Yeah, I teared up. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
You were beautiful.
I'm glad I could bring the energy of baby Shrek out onto the stage and into the audience's heart.
You weren't just baby Shrek though. You were someone else, right?
I was baby Shrek. I was a Duloc person, and then I was also a party guest.
The welcome to Duloc, it's a perfect town. That part. I love
song
that
gives me
part.
nightmares. So
I literally.
Nightmares.
yeah.
Wait.
Go
what?
ahead, Anshika.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Niha, do you like Shrek, the movie?
Yes, I love Shrek. Wait, why? Do you think I hated Shrek?
No. Because I never heard you like sing the songs from it before.
No, Shrek is like, I think it's like one of the biggest parts of my childhood, along with Tom and Jerry.
Mm.
Aw.
I've
My
actually
dad's favorite.
Shrek.
My dad's favorite Shrek movie is Shrek 2.
Is that the one with the fairy godmother?
Yes, I like that one. I think if I had to rank the Shrek movies from best to worst, it would be Shrek 3, Shrek 2, Shrek 4, and then Shrek 1.
There's a
Or just
Shrek 4?
Yes.
Is it?
Shrek Forever After.
Oh my, what? I did not
And
know.
Chica, what?
Isn't the Shrek 4 like kind of recent?
I don't think it was recent, actually. The plot is that
No,
it's
there's
basically...
Monsters Inc. That's recent, right? 4?
I think that was Monsters University.
Oh, okay.
But the Shrek 4, the plot of that is that he has kids, right? He has his wife and kids, but he goes through a midlife crisis and he asks Rumpelstiltskin to get rid of his wife and kids. And basically he's like, I miss my wife and kids. And then he goes back, or he has to go back, but he can't. And then in the end, he finds a way and he goes back to his family.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I should watch that.
That's nice.
It's very good.
I don't know which ones I've watched. I've watched them in school. I never watched them home, but I know I've watched some of them.
1 and 2 were on Hulu.
Okay, I'll buy Hulu real quick
Okay, sounds good.
with my money. All the money I have.
From this podcast.
From this podcast, which is actually, we've earned 19 cents.
Oh,
Okay.
shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, please, there's going to be a sponsored ad in this podcast. Please don't skip over it.
Because we are high school students and we don't have any money and we want to buy stuff.
Yeah.
And Shania desperately needs to watch Shrek 2 and Shrek 1
Yeah.
on Hulu. So let's raise enough money for that.
All this money is going to go towards making this podcast better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get some famous, maybe we can get enough money and pay a famous like influencer.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If you get SZA on here, I'll kill you. That's very graphic. I'm sorry.
We all want SZA, of course.
I'll kill you in a good way, in the best way possible.
In a PG way.
Says is like an influencer though. She's like a real like
Singer.
Are you thinking of like Charlie D'Amelio type of influencer or what?
No, yeah, we really want Charlie and Dixie to be on our podcast. Like, definitely.
Yeah.
And Addison Rae.
Okay.
Yeah. We love them. So, guys, the moral of the story is learn about astrology and learn it from Niha because she knows a lot of things. And also,
No, I don't.
skip over our ads.
I hope the rest of the retrograde works in everyone's favor.
Jupiter retrograde actually starts tomorrow.
Oh, shut up. Okay.
But Jupiter retrograde is supposed to be good for some people.
All these retrogrades. I'm gonna retrograde right into the grave. Wait. Are there other retrogrades like for other planets?
Yes, everything retrogrades at some point, probably. I'm not sure.
Is the Earth not retrograde?
We are Earth.
Retrogrades, do we like, oh, we
Yeah.
are Earth?
Yeah. From astrology perspective, we are Earth. So we can't, the retrograde is like what we see of other planets. We can't see ourselves.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh my God, you know what? I think the retrograde cursed me today.
Whoa, what happened?
Because I woke up and then I took an SAT practice test and I got a bad score. And then I didn't do anything for the rest of the freaking day. I felt so lazy. And I sat on my bed and then I took a nap. And I don't like taking naps. I took it by accident. And I woke up and I felt so groggy. And I woke up with cuts on my leg. I was like, am I in The Conjuring? I don't know. I mean, is
Conjuring?
in my sleep? Because, you know, in the first Conjuring, the mom gets like bruises and stuff in her sleep. And then I was like, oh, I'm looking so forward to make pasta for dinner. I'm going to be, because I have all the ingredients. I've been wanting to make some pasta for the entire week. So I started making the pasta, right? I'm like making it. My dad went to Chipotle and I was like, no, I'm going to make my pasta. So then.
Back up.
Wait,
Say
guys.
The Conjuring.
We only have 3 minutes and 49 seconds left on this call. So.
Oh, okay. So I'm putting the cream in the pan. Guess what happens to the cream? It starts curdling like eggs. It becomes scrambled.
Say The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
Conjuring.
I think it's Conjuring.
Whatever. Who cares?
Okay.
See, this is her Scorpio with sun and moon, everyone.
Yeah.
This has been our relationship for the past 8 years.
But anyways, I couldn't have my pasta. So then I called my dad and he got me Chipotle. But I think I'm not gonna have Chipotle for a long time because I've been having it like every week and it's making me throwing up. But Chipotle's fine. It's like we went to Chipotle this week, by the way, listeners. We went and we had Chipotle and it was Shania's first time having Chipotle and
yeah.
It was fun. No,
Shania got curd rice. She got Chipotle curd rice. Yes.
I just don't think you got the right ingredients.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have liked it if
it wasn't bad. It was pretty good for a first time. I didn't hate it. I wish there was more flavor to it.
It was the sour cream.
Yeah.
the sour cream is amazing. The best ingredients are the sour cream and the guac and the rice.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of their white rice.
Dude, I don't like their black beans. I don't even like that too many black beans as it is. And they put so much.
I don't know. I feel like the best combination is brown rice, black beans, and chicken.
I've actually never had their brown rice.
It's very good.
Oh, we have less than a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Guys,
Thank you for listening, guys.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I mean, listening to this podcast. And we are very thankful to have our own astrologist, Niha Ramesh, on our podcast because she is such a lovely friend and an amazing person. And we love her so much. And thank you, Niha, for being on the podcast.
You're totally welcome.
Yes. And maybe she'll be on it again. Who knows?
We can talk about something else later. Or maybe we can talk during a different retrograde.
Yes.
Oh my God. That would be fun.
Check in on the next retrograde and see how we're doing.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely reveal my Chipotle order next time.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.